Hello. It is October 3rd, Friday, October 3rd. It's around 11:30 in the morning, and I am back at Opemican. Today I am here to do a walk-in campsite trip. I'm going to campsite number 8. It's a walk-in site. I do not have the canoe with me, so it's a bit strange, but I'm doing a big Thanksgiving trip next week, so I'll be paddling a lot then. And I am at the River Chippewa or Chippewa River sector, and I'm just heading in. So just wanted to stop at the sign and take a look, and I'm going to continue on my way now. I've got about a 200-meter walk into the campsite, and right now the sky is very dark. It's been beautiful and sunny all morning. It's not even supposed to rain, and now all of a sudden it says it's going to rain. So not a big deal, but just want to get going and get there and get set up. So let's go. All right, I was just crossing the Chippewa River on this little bridge, and I thought I'd stop here. It's super pretty. Fall colors and full effect. I wouldn't say they're peak, but they're really close. And there's the other side. It's just starting to drip a little bit. My raincoat is packed in my backpack, so I think I'm gonna pull that out real quick right now before I keep moving, just in case, because I don't have a canoe on my car, so I can open my trunk and everything right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that and then keep going. All right, it's 11:40 and I am here at the little parking lot for campsites 5, 6, 7, and 8, I think it is. And they have little wagons here. It's super cute. I was going to make 2 trips because I double carry, right? I've got my big bag, and then I have the little bag that I normally carry with the canoe that has my food in it. But since I got a wagon, I think I'll put the big backpack on my back, and then I'll just put the food bag and my extra bag that I was going to carry in my hand with the big backpack in the wagon, and I could just make 1 trip. There's 4 wagons, there's 4 campsites, so it should be fine to leave it at my site. Also, I know from Marissa that only one of the other campsites is booked, the one furthest from mine, so not a problem. So I'm gonna grab my stuff and grab a little wagon, and let's get going. This is just water. Extra glad I have the wagon now. I also brought my portable bathroom. So I was told yesterday by Marissa that there's a fire ban on here, which I was a little surprised. I've been here twice this summer earlier when I was pretty sure there was going to be a fire ban and there wasn't. And now in October, there's a fire ban. Sorry. All right, there's the little bathroom there. And there's the big sign that says camping. Access is restricted to campers only. So the trail splits there at the firewood building. One goes to the left, one goes to the right. And I was kind of worried about that because I was like, well, are people that are hiking on the trail like going to be passing by the campsites, but nope. Looks like it's totally separate. So that's cool. So far the trail is very good. It's mostly gravel with some nice pine needles on top of it, and fairly flat-ish. Okay, now we've got another split, number 5, and I am on number 8. So I'm the furthest from the washroom, which is why I brought my little winter porta potty that I use. There's number 6. I'm on a bit of a downhill. I will be getting rid of all of my water before I come back out, so my little wagon won't be so heavy, but it's actually not bad at all. So the campsites are a fairly decent distance apart, and there's no water access here. These campsites are up on like a big cliff, overlooking. Sorry, when you go down the hills, it gets a little out of control. The wagon wants to take off, so I just have to kind of turn it to stop it. It's up on top of a cliff and overlooking, I believe, the Ottawa River, and looking over at Ontario. So here's number 7, and I am heading to number 8, which looks like a bit more of a downhill. Well, I'm happy about the wagons. Marissa had mentioned they had some, but I wasn't really going to bother. I was just going to walk in and then go back and get my bag, but why not? Why not use it? The wagon's trying to take off, so I'm just going to go a little faster. There we go. All right. So she said someone is booked for 2 nights on number 5, which is the very first one that I passed and furthest from this one. And this is campsite number 8. It's supposed to have the best view, so I'm excited. I actually booked it about a month and a half ago, so lots of availability here. If you're looking for places to come and see the fall colors, that isn't crazy busy, it's here. All right, well, here's the campsite. There's steps leading down to it, so I'm not going to bother bringing the wagon down there. Just maybe grab one of my bags and then just come get the other ones. Just bring them down by hand, no big deal. Really cute little campsite here. Nice sandy spot for the tent. Beautiful picnic table. I'm just gonna put my backpack down, 1 sec. Rid of that beast. All right, just put down my bag and took my jacket off. I was roasting. Just have like a quick dry rain kind of shell from Trekka. And let's put that down. So here's the site. There's the table, the beautiful steps, spot for the tent. And over here, nice little fire pit, which I don't get to actually have a fire in because there's a ban on. But I did bring my Luminade lights. I brought both the colored ones and the white ones. So I'll probably set them up around or in here to kind of give it some ambiance. And here's the view. It's beautiful. Kind of looks a lot thicker with the trees than it does in person, but nice view of the river there. Well, I just thought since it's so early and there's no cars in the parking lot, I'm fairly certain that no one is at the other campsites, especially the first 2 next to me, because I know they're not booked, or they weren't as of this morning. I just thought I'd go for a little stroll quickly and just take a look at the other campsites so you guys could kind of see them in case you were interested. So here is number 7. here. Big table. And fire pit area. I'm just gonna turn off the camera because you saw the walk-in, so I'll just turn off the camera and start filming when I get to the next one. All right, so here's number 6. This one's a bit smaller than the other 2. All right, and here's number 5. Taking a bit of a risk here because, I mean, the people could have come and I guess maybe driven their car somewhere in the park to look at something else. But I don't even think check-in is till like noon or 2 o'clock or something like that. So hopefully nobody's here and I'm not disturbing anyone. I don't see anything. I don't see any tent or anything set up. So here's number 5. Walk-in campsite. Beautiful, nice bright trees there. Nice and orange. And spot for the tent. Fire pit area. And a bit of a view of the water. Not quite as good as number 8, but better than the other one. Looks like there's a bit of a lookout up here, maybe. All right, and that's that. So if I hear anybody later, this is where the sound would be coming from. But again, a pretty good distance away. And plus I'm like down on the other side. So yeah, it should be pretty quiet. All right, I'm gonna go back to my campsite and start getting set up. Marissa said she's gonna come by and visit with me in a little bit, probably just after lunchtime. All right, well, the lovely people at AquaQuest sent me a new tarp. So really nice of them to send me this. This is basically the same tarp that I had. It's the 10 by 13 sill guide tarp. It's super light. I'll put some of the information here somewhere so you can see all the specs because I don't want to try to look for them right now. The only difference with this compared to the green one that I've been using is this one isn't green. I believe it's called Olive. And I'll put some information here, or somewhere, wherever there's room on the side of the screen. And not exactly sure where I'm going to set this up. I want to do it obviously over the picnic table because it's the best place so that I can cook and whatever. I wasn't going to set it up at all. I just actually threw it in the car as a just in case. And my other tarp has all of my rope on it. I do have a bag of rope here with me. Hopefully I have enough. And I can get it hung over the picnic table because the trees over on this side are pretty far away. But I don't see any other alternatives. So this is actually a really good spot to hang a tarp, but the table's over here and I don't want to go moving stuff around. Marissa is coming by. She might say, hey, it's okay to move the table, but by then the rain might already be here because there are some dark clouds coming in. Even though the sun is shining right now, there's some dark clouds coming in and it's windy. The wind is picking up. So I'm going to get moving and get something set up, hopefully before the rain comes, if it does come. Fingers crossed it doesn't.
Hey.
Look who came to visit.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming by.
So I rarely get to come out here, so it's a good excuse to.
And
to
you're
come for a walk.
working, right? So
I am, yeah. Which is why I rarely get to come out here in the spring, and the summer, and the fall. But it's a great place to be in the fall.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a job where I get to come to a campsite for work.
Hang out with cool people.
You.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say, "You're back again."
You're back again.
I am back again. It's my third time.
We're happy to have you.
First time at Opemican this year. Now it's my third visit. What does that say?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd say it's a pretty good place to be.
It is. It is a good place to be. It's beautiful here. And Marissa knows all the things about the park. And I don't know how to say a lot of these words because they're in Francais. So first of all, we're in the Falcon section.
We are. We're in the Chippewa River sector, and Christina is staying in the rustic camping sites in the Parois au Faucon sector, or the Falcon's Cliff area.
It is Falcon.
Yeah.
I guessed. Can you say that again?
Les Parois au Faucon, the Falcon's Cliff.
La Parois au Faucon. Good? Close?
Close, yeah.
Okay. And is there history, because why is it called that?
So the Chippewa River sector was added to the park. So originally, I think I talked a little bit about this in one of your other videos with the Opemican Point sector. There's some history of log driving in the area, dating back to the 1800s. And when that ended in the 1970s, there was a push from the residents of the area to protect the buildings and the log driving camp down in the Opemican Point sector. And the project to protect that historical heritage went through a variety of versions, eventually coming to the idea of creating a national park here in the Temiskaming region, because we didn't have one in this region. And as the various studies and analyses took place, they started to realize that there were a variety of areas and elements of flora and fauna that really should be protected, including a nesting area along these cliffs of peregrine falcons.
Oh, Adam Schultz.
There we go.
That's what I think of when I hear peregrine falcon.
Which is why it's named the Falcon's Cliff. So along these very tall 70-meter, give or take, cliffs along Lake Temiskaming, which is a widening of the Ottawa River, every year we have a mated pair of peregrine falcons who come back and set up their nests somewhere along these cliffs, and they have babies. And this year we were lucky. We had a mated pair came back, and they had, I think, 2 or 3 babies and raised their chicks in these cliffs.
I brought my binoculars so that I can hopefully see some.
There we go.
Yeah.
So their babies will have been raised, but it is still their hunting ground. We're sort of getting into a migration period, so I'm not sure if they will have left already, but there's every possibility. There's also bald eagles that sometimes fly in and around here, so another possibility that you might see a different raptor.
That's so cool. I hope I get to see one.
I hope you do too. I was camping last year with friends of mine, and we went canoeing out on the lake, and we had a peregrine falcon kind of buzzing us, which was a pretty cool experience.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I didn't really know much about them until I listened to one of Adam Schultz's book. He actually followed, I don't know if you read it. It's called Where the Falcon Flies, I think.
I've heard of the book.
Something like that.
So it's on my to purchase and to read list, but I have not read it yet.
It's a great book. Adam Schultz is, I love him. He's one of my favorite presenters. If you ever get a chance to see him speak, go see him speak. But I saw him actually talk about the book somewhere. I think actually in Rosso, where I live now, which is weird because I lived in the area, but not that area. And it's all about the journey of the peregrine falcon, and he follows the route of where they go when they migrate. So it's really neat. So that kind of ties into this, and it's really cool. Anything else to note, or that we should know about, or that everyone else should know about?
There's a few other things to know about this particular sector. Pardon me, there's some flies coming to visit too. There are, the sector was set up to be rustic. I don't want to say isolating, but if you're looking for quiet, tranquil camping, there are only 4 rustic campsites here, only 4. And Christina can attest to it. The sites are fairly well spaced, so you're not neighbor on top of neighbor. So you will have that peace and tranquility. Tonight, Christina's the only person camping in this part of the campground. She's got a beautiful view of the lake. And we have beautiful fall colors in the fall, lots of understory and beautiful treed mixed forest in the summer, all year round. Really, the forest sticks around. We don't get rid of it in the winter. But the point being, if you're looking for something quiet, a quiet place, these 4 sites are walk-in only. We do provide wagons to help transport your baggage, your equipment, but it's about 100 to 200 meter walk, so it's not far, and they're beautiful sites. Really well maintained. Firewood is included as part of your site. If you're looking,
Firewood is included, and we have a fire ban on.
We do have a fire ban on right now, but we don't always have a fire ban on. So you could book for next year, and chances are you won't come during a fire ban, though I make no guarantees. We also, in this Kippawa River sector, have 4 of our ready to camps, which are like a hybrid between a tent and a cabin. So pretty much everything is included. All you really need to bring is your food and your sleeping stuff. There are 3 double beds. There's a propane stove. There's a fire pit. There's a little mini fridge. They're powered by solar electricity. So there are no regular plugs, but there's a USB plug if you needed to charge any devices and things like that, which is of consideration for some people. But again, there's only 4, and they're also very well spaced, so you don't see your neighbors. Rarely will you hear your neighbors. And most people who come to this area of the park, that is, know what to expect, and they're looking for the same kind of experience, tranquil, peaceful, and so you'll have a very lovely experience. Other points of interest in this sector, there's a beautiful trail called Le Sentier des Parois aux Faucons, the Falcon's Cliff Trail, that follows along through a very mature old growth forest, and then comes out to a beautiful viewpoint along the top of the cliff here, and you can see quite some distance going both ways down Lake Temiskaming, which again is a widening of the Ottawa River, so it's quite a long lake, and you can see across to Ontario, so we're very close to the border. The border between Ontario and Quebec runs right through the lake.
Marissa spent some time talking about the 3 hiking trails that are near the area that I'm in, and I plan on doing all 3 of them. So I'm going to save those descriptions and that information for when I actually do the hikes. I'm actually planning on doing all 3 of those trails that you're talking about tomorrow and today while I'm here. So I'm really excited to check them out, especially with all this information and knowing all the history behind it. So yeah, it's super quiet here, really peaceful, it's beautiful, and you know, all of this information is right here in this book. I'll scan it or whatever while we're talking here so you can kind of see. But there is an English and a French version at the trailhead that you can pick up and bring with you and take to your campsite and look it over and plan your day.
Both the English and the French versions are also available online at our website, so I'll make sure Christina gets the links for those.
Yeah, I'll put them down in the video description. So thank you so much for coming by and saying hello and making me feel so welcome and sharing information with all of my followers. I really appreciate it. You know, this is a beautiful park. It is a newer park, you know, and I've enjoyed my time here this year. I still have, you know, I just got here today, so I've got all weekend. And the other 2 trips I did were amazing as well. One on the Crown Land, but starting here at the Bay d'Orval, and the other one doing actually there were 3. I've done 3. This is my 4th trip to Quebec.
I wasn't sure if you were counting the Crown Land one, so I didn't correct you at the beginning.
4th trip.
Yeah.
One with Jenny, we went to the Strawberry Islands, which is also called
Les Îlots Fraises.
I did the I can say it. Portage des Sauvages.
Yeah.
Route, which is 3 portages to get into 13e Lac de... I forget the rest.
Des Portages Sauvages.
Yeah. 13e Lac des Portages Sauvages. And that was awesome. And then I came back and accessed at Bay d'Orval, where I accessed with Jenny to do the Strawberry Islands. And I did some Crown Land camping on Lake Kippawa.
Yeah, with your kayak.
With my kayak, which Tansy hasn't been out in ages. And now I'm here doing this walk-in. So you got car camping, Crown Land access, canoe camping, a kayak camping, of course, or paddleboard, whatever. And then walk-in campsites. Like, there's something for everyone here, really. And that's why I've been just coming back to check it out, because I think it's a really cool place. And everyone here is friendly. Marissa's super nice. If you want to know anything, or, you know, you can't figure out the website, or you don't speak good French or whatever, you can always send Marissa an email. I'll put her information at the bottom of the video. And yeah, thanks so much for coming by. And thanks for all your hospitality this season. And I'm going to see you in Toronto at the Outdoor Adventure Show.
We will be there.
Yeah, I will be there. And I believe, don't put this in writing, I'll announce it closer to the show, but I believe on the Sunday, I'm going to be doing a presentation on Opemican. So that should be cool.
We will look forward to hearing all about it.
Yeah. So thanks so much. And I know you have to get back to work. Tough day, right, guys?
Hard life.
Hard life, hard labor. But we'll say goodbye for now, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.
Well, I'm sure at the very least we'll see each other in February.
Okay. Say goodbye to Marissa, everyone.
Thanks for having me, folks.
I kind of forgot to film lunch because Marissa's here hanging out with me, and I thought, I'll make some cheese and crackers and put some prosciutto out, and we got about halfway through it, and then I said, oh, I didn't film anything, so.
It's delicious.
Is it good?
Oh, so good.
So good.
Thanks
I got
for lunch.
Some Gouda from Gustav, and some lactose-free cheddar, some Ritz crackers, and some prosciutto. So just snacking along here and looking at this beautiful view, and it's a lovely day. I believe it is 25.8 degrees. Gorgeous. Beautiful October day. Doesn't get any better. All right, hello. It's 3:30. I've just been doing some stuff around the camp. I was actually just finishing setting up the tarp when Marissa came. So I just wanted to do a few more things to get that kind of secure. I think I've got it set up pretty good now. It's over the picnic table, and have all my stuff either under here, protected by the tarp. Got my camping purse here and my chair, and my food, my cooler bag, just some random stuff there, my selfie stick, my map, and tent is over here in the sand. Probably going to be a really nice sleep on there. It's nice and level and soft. I did close the back door just because again, it's been looking like it's going to rain on and off here. The dark clouds keep coming, the wind keeps popping up, and then it'll kind of blow over, and then it'll be sunny for a while, and then some more dark clouds are coming in. It is supposed to rain a little bit sometime this afternoon now, so just kind of being aware of that. So I've got the tent there. I still have the front door open just because I am here, and I can close it pretty quickly. It's nice to get the fresh air, and that's all I've done really. I haven't set up the twinkle lights yet, or the hammock, just because I want to put the hammock here in between these two trees, and again, just because it looks like it's gonna rain, it doesn't really make sense to put it up and then just get it soaking wet. So I'm just kind of holding off. I don't need it yet. It's probably going to be more for tomorrow afternoon after I get back from my hikes. Guess what? I have a migraine. I don't know how someone comes out into the wilderness, sitting in a quiet forest, and gets a migraine, but I have one. I can't actually see this whole part of the screen right here. It's just kind of like a blurry thing. Like if you don't get migraines, it's kind of like if you get the eye thing, not everybody gets it. It's like if you're looking at a hot road in the summer, and it's got that like haze over it where you kind of can't see through it properly. I'm seeing that in certain spots of my eyes right now. So I just thought I'd make a quick video because I took a migraine pill. I took a couple Tylenol, and I'm just going to sit here with my eyes closed for a bit because the flashy things are making me feel sick a little bit. I'm just sitting here looking out over the lake. There's really dark clouds. I was going to go for a hike and do that small hike off the parking lot. I'm still probably going to do it before dinner. I just need these meds to kick in. Hopefully that happens soon. And and then I'll be back. Okay. It's probably just a loud squirrel, but one thing I really like about fall, next to the colors, is that you can hear a lot of stuff in the forest. And something is walking around over here. But again, it's probably just a squirrel. Oh, it's a grouse. It's right there. I can see again. I still feel nauseous and I can feel a big headache coming in. But I'm watching a grouse over here. I heard something rustling in the forest and I'm like, what is that? Sounded like a deer or a moose. I was just super excited. And yeah, it's a grouse. Better than a squirrel or a chipmunk, so I'll take it for a win. Can't see it anymore, but it's still really iffy out, but this is fine. Like, I don't care if it rains. I'm gonna go to the car soon. I want to go look at that trail. It's just like less than a kilometer. It's really small. Just by the parking lot. I guess you just walk up and there's a lookout right there pretty much. And there's a little loop where you can go around. So I want to do that, and I have to pick up the shrimp. They're on ice in the car in the cooler, and they're probably still frozen solid, and I want them for my dinner. Not that it doesn't matter if they're frozen, they'll defrost pretty quick, but I still have to grab those before I make dinner. Also, right now, I think it's October 3rd today, it's getting dark around 7:30, quarter after 7, something like that. So not that I can't make dinner in the dark, and I probably end up making some of it in the dark maybe, but I don't really want to bother with that if I can help it. So it's like 5 o'clock and it doesn't seem late, but in no time it's dark. So 2 hours and a little bit it'll be dark. So I just have to plan accordingly. So I was just waiting for the flickery eye thing to go. That's gone now. I'm just going to kind of sit for a little longer and rest my eyes for maybe another 15 minutes or so. And then I think I'll go for my little walk and go to the car and grab the shrimp. And I'll come back and get dinner going after that. It's just beautiful here. Like, look at the scenery. It's dark and dreary out. It's overcast, but it's still so pretty just because the leaves and everything, like, so beautiful. There's this tree over here, yellow leaves. It's just beautiful. Beautiful yellow leaves back here. And then over here, it was funny because Marissa came and she said, oh, we could have moved the table if, you hadn't put the tarp up and put it over here. I think this would have been a way better spot for the table. Because look at the view. You can see the water, a couple of spots here actually, I never even noticed. And in behind here, look at how pretty that is. It's so beautiful. Anyways, that's it for now. Little grouse running around and no moose, no deer yet, but you never know. All right, it's about 5:15. I've got my little backpack on. I'm gonna go for a little walkabout. Lock the bear vault up, put everything away-ish. We got a tarp up, so it's fine. All right, walking extremely slowly, and it took me 3 minutes to get back to the car. And the way in is downhill, but the way out is mostly uphill. So that's pretty good. I just brought my little cooler bag. This stuff doesn't have to stay in here. I mean, it would be fine, but I just figured since I can keep it cold as long as possible, I might as well. So I didn't want to leave it at camp because it's not protected. So I just brought it to throw it in the car while I go check out this trail. And then when I pick up the shrimp, I'll stick the shrimp in there and bring it back to camp. When I go to bed tonight, that stuff will go back into the bear vault for the night. If there's ice in the morning, I might put it back, but it just depends. All right, my All Trails map says I'm going in the right direction, so there it is right there. Let's see. 0.8 kilometers. But that's the whole trail. I think the lookout isn't that far. I think she said maybe 600 meters or something like that. So let's go take a quick look. Super wide trail, like it's got stone down on it. And it's just like Marissa said.
One of the things that I love about all the trails in this sector is how accessible they are. In a lot of places where I've hiked before, if you want to get to the viewpoint on top of a cliff or the beautiful waterfall, there's often a climb or a descent or both, or some sort of a barrier in place that would mean for people who have difficulty with mobility or are not as in shape, they might not be able to attain those viewpoints. The trails here were set up and built to provide that level of accessibility to just about anybody. So the Falcons Cliff Trail is less than 2 kilometers. It's very wide. All the rocks and trees and things have been removed from the trail, so it's an easy trail to walk. And you start at the top of the cliff, so there's very little height to gain or descend. So you can still get to that viewpoint without having to feel winded at the end.
I think I'm getting closer to the top. Oh yeah, here's the lookout right here. Didn't look too far on the map. Here we go. Wow, look at this rock. It's cool. I think there's mosquitoes out right now. It's October 3rd. It's crazy. It's also beautiful out. So I'll take the bugs if I have to. This rock is so huge. It reminds me of one in Algonquin. I think it's on the Lookout Trail too. Kind of ironic. Okay. There's the water. All right, here we go. I see a plaque, so I must be at the lookout part. All right, the peregrine falcon is a bird of prey, about the same size as a crow, known primarily for its great speed. Indeed, it can fly at more than 300 kilometers per hour when it dives toward a prey. In fact, the maximum speed in a dive ever recorded is 389 kilometers per hour. However, the peregrine falcon is not immune to the consequences generated by human activities. It is considered a vulnerable species in the province of Quebec. Cool, cool, cool. There it is. There's one up there. And here's the view. Oh my gosh, this is magnificent. Look, guys. No guardrail, no nothing. Ooh, makes me a little woozy. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.